So I hear a lot of our colleagues who are thinking about retiring, and they talk about retirement, and some of their goals can be, they want to play golf 4 times a week, or they want to go to the beach and lay on the beach every day. And I go obviously every week to the beach myself for 2 hours once a weekend. So I think to myself, okay, that sounds nice. Have you ever taken more than 1 week vacation? And most of the time, remember that one guy locally? He said, oh, did he even take a week vacation?
Yeah. I never take vacation. I never take more than 2 days.
Never take 2 days, right? Let alone a week.
What the hell does that mean?
Never take a week. So here's a thought. Why don't you go ahead and take a month off straight? Take a month off. Play golf for those 4 times a week for 4 straight weeks. Now at the end of the 4 weeks, if you like that, you're great. But if you're not, then you can't retire like that.
Yeah, retirement's a funny thing. I listen to these guys talking all the time, and I think to myself, why is there such a rush to get to the end? What's your plan? I don't know. I feel bad for people in our profession that are already thinking about the end when they haven't been in it that long to begin with, when they think to themselves, oh, I put in 20 years, I just can't wait to retire. I'm like, and do what? If someone asked me, how do you define success? I'm like, that's a really good question, because it can't be based on just the money in your bank account, because we know some guys that have a lot of money and they are the biggest douchebags on the planet. I mean, they walk into a room and the room clears out. I don't want to be that guy. Nobody wants to be, your legacy is you're so, and we know money amplifies character. Money amplifies character. If you're a nice guy and you come into a lot of money, you're probably going to be a really nice guy. You're a douchebag and you get a lot of money, you're just a bigger douchebag. So we see these guys now and they're just like, oh, I make a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't define success. So when someone says, how do you define success? A lot of times I'm like, it's kind of what we're doing now. We work hard, but we play hard. I often said, I want 4, 5, 6 vacations for sure at a week at a time. How can you take that much time off? I go, why are you working so hard? I don't understand.
For what?
Yeah, even when I was in the service industry for 12 years, I'd work and work and work and work and work, save that money, and then take a trip, do the thing. Now that's my thing. The best education I've gotten is traveling the world and meeting other cultures and doing other things. I meet people all the time, they never leave South Florida. Some people have never been out of Florida. A big vacation for them is Disney World. And that's it. I'm like, you're missing out on life. And now all they talk about is, I want to get out of this profession, I want to get to the end. I'm like, well, you haven't done with your life other than work. So you've amassed a bunch of money, and now what are you going to do? I'll tell you another thing that drives me crazy is they're like, well, I'm going to save all this money and do all this later. Remember that book we talked about, Die with Zero?
Die with Zero.
Die with Zero. Why don't you enjoy life now? People that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s.
They might not make it to retirement.
Yeah, I'm gonna save all this money until I'm 71. Oh, by the way, when I'm 71, my knee hurts, my hip hurts, I can't do I think people are looking at life a little bit on the
everybody's
rocky side.
definition of success is going to be different, right? We know these guys who their success is predicated on one thing, having more money than the other guy.
Right.
But we know other people, their definition of success is taking a vacation every single month, right?
Love that.
Other single guys say, I want to travel every other weekend.
Yeah.
A parent will say, I want to spend X amount of time with my family every single week, right?
Right.
So I'm only going to work X amount of days.
Right.
I mean, everybody's definition of success is differently, and I think it's unfair, and it's really not really smart to categorize everybody successfully how much money they have at the end.
Right.
You might not make it to the end.
Yeah.
Right?
I made $10 million and you got hit by a bus. Congratulations, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your significant other, your kid's going to enjoy the money.
Right.
Because you're not.
You're not. Right.
So
another part of success that I found was interesting too is, and I believe this wholeheartedly, unfortunately it took me to realize it. And the truth is, a lot of success is built around that old saying, who do you surround yourself with? Who are these people?
Didn't I just see a slide that says, you show me your 5 friends and I'll show you who you are?
Correct. Oh yeah, that's been a thing for a long time. And it is true, because we will always default to the lowest common denominator. Listen, many years ago, I went through a personal experience and it changed my life. And as soon as it did, I had to eliminate every negative thing out of my life. And that includes some of the people that we know. And I was like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm not hanging out with these people. I got limited heartbeats left and I'm not wasting none of them.
Yep.
So more vacation. You and I work like dogs, but we manage our time, we block schedule, we do everything we know to be extremely productive as we can so that we can get out and enjoy our lives. Like you said, you're on the week, listen, you go chill on the beach on every weekend. I know if I can find you, I'll find you on the beach. But it's not your goal to be there every day for 6 hours for the rest of your life. That's not success. That's not vacation.
It's vacation every other weekend, or playing tennis or golf and going to the beach and just doing other things, right? But that's my choice.
Right.
You know, I've come to the conclusion that if it's not going to bring me joy, I'm not going to do it anymore. And that goes for people too.
Right, that's a great point. So all these guys who are talking to us now who want to do what we do, who say, I want to lecture, I want to get on the road. Do you? I'm not doing anything. Listen, it's no secret. I recently there's a huge meeting and I came to you and go, I'm not going. And you go, why? I go, just don't want to get on a plane. Why? It doesn't make me happy. And we said it before, I'm not doing unless it makes me happy. And I didn't what? I went to the Coist Symposium, met with all our friends, had a great time, got to see some great colleagues, catch up with everybody. I flew back from Seattle back to Palm Beach, 6 hours on a flight. You know what? I'm not interested in flying again for a while. I'm getting older and that doesn't make me happy. And if it doesn't make me happy, I ain't doing it.
I'm not doing it.
No way.
We're at a point in our lives where we don't have to do things that we don't want to do anymore.
Right. So you want to be successful, surround yourself with great people, enjoy the shit out of your life, work hard so that you can play hard, find the things that are important, take up other hobbies that you would never do, try other things. But if you're just sitting around just adding money to your bank account and you wake up one day and you got hit by a bus or you can't walk, look, 2 back surgeries, 2 neck surgeries. Sometimes that's scary, like, whoa, what does that mean for our future? Thank God we're okay. But these people, man, I don't know what they're thinking sometimes. You know, you and I now work 3 days a week, and if we got to come in a 4th, we're pissed. Yeah, but how productive are we? We're more productive now inside those 3 than we ever were inside of 4.
Correct.
So we're still learning, and we're doing a lot. People have these opportunities now if they're starting dentistry. Be smart. Get rid of those people in your lives that are telling you differently.
Mm-hmm. You're around people that are bringing you down, get rid of them. Flush them.
Yep.
Flush them. Just get rid of them.
Yeah, dentistry's dark, man, and there's a lot of bad people. Figure out who you shouldn't be around. Value the people that want to bring you up. Surround yourself with those people that are better than you. You know, I hang out with you because you play tennis. You're way better than I am. I'm only going to get better, right? We hang out with other people that do things better than us. We learn so much from them.
They elevate you.
Absolutely.